Alright, so let's continue. Okay, sorry for the inconvenient cause. Okay, you have as what I mentioned before, kita tak boleh lebih daripada 15 minit. So we continue with the storage of library materials. Okay, so the storage method chosen for particular materials depends on the following cost or following factors, sorry, which is cost, appearance, the space available, the library clientele, and also the need to prevent damage to the materials, stuffing levels, the rarity of the materials, and the special need of specific format. So shelvings, the ideal situation in a library is to shelve all the information on a particular topic together so as to make a maximum use of all materials. However, in many libraries, the varied format of library materials, the need of security, a shortage of shelf space, and the cost involved in processing materials can lead to the physical segregation of different type of materials. So the physical segregation of materials may alter usage pattern and the demand for the material. So each library needs to consider its own circumstances and user need. So there are no arrangement which can be applied universally. So you have to depend, whatever it is, you have to depend on your user, target user. Alright. Let's say you do have user from okay, you orang kelainan upaya, alright. So you have to provide service or you have to provide the shelving part, okay, should be user friendly to them, okay. And then shelving, different shelving arrangement, alright, the closed access. So this arrangement does not allow the library user to collect materials directly from the shelf, okay, if for the closed access materials. Library staff collect material for user, but in some library, the particular user may be given special authorization to access the closed data. It depends who are you. Bergantung siapa you. Alright, so you nak pergi ke kawasan yang memang dia close hanya untuk apa, koleksi tertutup lah kita panggil. Close access ni koleksi tertutup, okay. So tak semua orang boleh access dan tak semua orang being giving a permission, okay, untuk browse through. Tapi you have to ask, you can ask, okay, untuk gunakan koleksi tersebut if your reason is memang kukuh untuk mungkin terlibat dengan research yang mungkin funded by the government ke apakah, yang tu boleh lah, okay. Kena ada supporting document jugalah, okay. While for the open access, this arrangement allow user to obtain required material from the shelf, and also most library are open access. Sebab saya ada pergi satu library ni, katanya dia dah buka semua. Kalau sebelum ni contoh that encyclopedia we cannot bring it out from the library. Okay, tak boleh bawa keluar encyclopedia tersebut. Tapi sekarang ada certain library yang membenarkan sebab dia kata diorang memandang dari sudut the usefulness of the material itself. So reality di luar sana is apa-apa pelaksanaan pun is depends on the library itself punya policy. Okay, so you tak boleh lah kata kenapa library A buat, kenapa library buat. It's depend on their policy. Kalau dia membenarkan, maksudnya tak ada isu dari sudut dia orang dan dia orang percaya dia user can jaga buku tersebut dengan baik, so dia bagi je. Okay. So different shelving arrangement assess, library can make this decision on the basic of factors ni. Faktor-faktor yang mempengaruhi lah. The nature of the collection, whether the collection is up to date or archival, alright. The size of collection and accommodation, the need to avoid damage caused by handling, the availability of staff to service the collection, the cost and difficulty of replacing the items, okay, the availability and location of equipment necessary to use an item, and also the need to preserve the privacy of the materials. It is common for part of a collection to be closed access while the other section are open access. Okay, not necessary kalau close semua, tak ada yang close, ada yang open lah. Alright, so closed area may be include a non-print materials, short loan and high use collection, archive manuscript and also rare books. Okay. And then for the fixed collection, ada juga kan? Okay, fixed collection, if the collection is closed access, the item can be shelved in a fixed location. Items are shelved in a prescribed place. New items are added at the end of the sequence, right? So there is no subject order. Access is through a catalog, mainly used for storage areas such as for rare book. So the benefit of fixed location are the space is used more economically. The collection does not need to be reshelved often. Okay, that is fixed location. And then relative location, most library, however, choose to shelve the materials in a relative location because users are able to browse item on shelf. So items are grouped by subject. A classification number such as LCC or GCC is used to describe the subject of the materials, and as the collection expand, an information item may be moved along the shelf, but it remains in the same position relatively to other items. That is relatively lah, dia bersangkutan antara satu sama lain. So kita dah buat dalam bentuk classification kan. You pun dah go through you punya individual assignment, what is LCC, what is TDC. Saya harap you betul-betul faham lah. Alright, so you know what is all about. Okay. And then correct shelving practice, actually library need to be familiar with the classification scheme to ensure they shelve material in a correct location. So shelving is an important materials in all libraries because user need to be able to access material without difficulty. Ini yang kita nak, alright? We don't replace lah, sebab misplaced item is considered loss, kira habis. Kalau benda tu, buku tersebut tidak lagi ada lagi keluaran dia di pasaran, kita kehilangan sesuatu yang berharga lah. Pendek kata macam tu. Okay. And then the material which needed to be shelved include those items which have returned from loan. So other materials for shelving include items which have been used in the library, new item being added to the collection, item return from binding, and also new issues of series. Series ni tahu kan? Koleksi bersiri. Maksudnya ada yang keluar sebulan sekali dalam masa setahun kan, ada yang keluar 3 bulan sekali, ada yang keluar seminggu 2 kali. That is bersiri lah, berkala lah kita panggil. Okay. And then for the shelving procedure, so the shelving process can be divided into several steps. Okay, the first one is sort materials by format, which as according to categories. Alright, they sorting by categories. So reference book under reference book, fiction monograph under fiction monograph, junior monograph under junior monograph. Alright, large print monograph, non-fiction monograph, video CDs, current periodicals, bounds periodicals, and also microform. And then sorting which each format according to classification number, definitely. And then place the item on trolley for shelving. Arrange the item fully by call number. Alright, and then shelve the item and record the statistic on the number of item shelf each day. Sebab tu kadang-kadang certain library you pergi, dia tak bagi you pergi shelf sendiri sebab takut you salah place. Bila you salah letak dekat, maksudnya you suka-suka je letak dekat mana-mana shelf kan, dia jadi macam loss lah. Okay, bila ada user, dia tengok dekat OPEC benda tu ada, tapi bila pergi cakap shelf benda tu tak ada, padahal benda tu memang ada tapi misplaced. Itu yang kita tak nak. So apa yang kita cadangkan biasanya lah, you letakkan buku-buku yang you dah baca tu dekat troli yang biasa ditempatkan di hujung hujung shelf tu. Okay, you letak je kat situ, tak apa, nanti staff akan tolong shelfkan dia. Alright. Saya yakin you pun ada diberi task tersebut masa part 1 kot untuk tolong shelving. Saya rasa lah kan, you better check balik lah. Okay, saya rasa ada subjek yang you, kalau tak silap saya IMD 111. Alright, yang you kena pergi library and then you experience by yourself how to shelve that kind of materials. Okay, sebab you dah part 3, so maksudnya you sempat masuk part 1 secara physical class kan. Okay. So I think I better should stop now. So see you later. Okay, thank you, bye. Ada soalan tanya nanti ya dekat dalam grup.